If you're still waking up at 5 a.m. talking about you just want to crush it, stop it. And I'm going to tell you why. For those of you that think the secret to real big success in this business is working all day until you pass out and doing it all over and over again, that's not true. That's not a routine, and it's going to lead to burnout. And if you're really trying to make money, then you don't want to continue those old habits. We can be more than just real estate agents. In this video, I'm actually going to tell you how I make my money. I'm going to tell you how I was able to build not only a local team, but a nationwide team of real estate agents. And I'm going to tell you why I spend most of my time behind a camera and a computer versus being all about out at properties and just running around like a chicken with my head cut off. If this is your first time watching one of my videos, just click the thumbs up button. So I'll say my workday typically starts around 8:30, almost 9 o'clock a.m. Not 5, not 7, 8:30 to 9 a.m. When I wake up in the morning, the first thing that I do is actually nothing. I lay in the bed and I just lay there. I don't look at my phone. I don't check emails. I don't start making a to-do list. I literally just lay there. Why? Because that's when all my thinking starts to happen. When it's still quiet and I'm not really doing anything besides looking at the ceiling, you go into this meditative state and your mind is thinking stuff, but it hasn't been influenced by anything that I've looked at that early in the morning. So this is when I'm able to do some really clear thinking, especially nowadays when you get on social media. What are you seeing? You're seeing other people's lives. You start comparing yourself to them. Sometimes it's not even motivating, it's discouraging. And that's not the type of energy that you need early in the morning. You just want to start the day with you and your mind. Now, I'm not saying this because I was some type of expert, because remember, I was that agent that was literally all the time doing something. I felt like I had to get up early in the morning, rush out of the house. So I was watching all these videos of people saying, oh, if you get up and work out first and this is going to happen. It didn't happen for me like that. And so I'm not even going front. And if you work out, great. If not, it's not the end of the world. The guy that I was back then and the guy that I am now has nothing to do with working harder. It's more so with how I'm thinking. Now, by 9 o'clock, I'm at my desk. I'm not out there calling expireds. I'm not out there door knocking. I am in front of the computer. This is the first time that I am getting any type of work stuff exposed to me. The first thing that I do at my desk is the one thing that has built my entire business, my entire brand, this channel, and that's content creation. I start making content immediately. You have to operate like a media company. Otherwise, you're invisible. Social media, the internet, videos, that's where people find you. Therefore, you have to operate as a media company, and that's your first priority. People ask me, Chasen, where'd you get that lead from? How do you get so many leads? How do you close deals? Y'all, it all came from social media. Now, granted, I do things in my business. I operate, I make the phone calls, I go to the appointments, but those appointments wouldn't exist if I didn't have the online presence that I have. Nowadays, guess what they're about to do? They're about to look you up on the internet. Heck, you go to the club or you go to a bar, people aren't even exchanging phone numbers. Hey, you got Instagram? What's your IG handle? This is how it is. And so use that to your advantage by operating like a media company. It has to be a non-negotiable that you knock out your content. Once I start doing everything else, then it's gonna keep getting pushed back and get busy, and then I'm not gonna be looking as fresh, and then I'm not gonna be thinking as clearly, and who knows, somebody could make me mad, and then that becomes a wash for that day. So, therefore, just take care of it early so I make sure that it gets done. If you follow me on other channels, you see I put out a lot of content, and that's the secret. I just spend that first hour doing content. After I finish that around 11 a.m., that's when I get into CEO mode, not real estate agent mode. Every day I have a meeting with my team. We look at the numbers, we talk about what's broken, we come up with solutions to fix things, to make things better. We evaluate our marketing, because I'm one that believes in tracking your numbers and always checking them, making sure that you're not wasting time nor money doing something that is not going to bring you a result. That is not productive. This is the part that most agents hate. They think that it's boring. They'd rather be out there closing the deal. It's the thrill of closing the deal. Let me tell you something. That thrill of closing the deal is going to be a thrill of keeping you broke. Your systems in your real estate business are what's going to make you rich. But see, here's the thing I get from a lot of people. I'm so bad at systems and processes. Well, my question is, how often are you meeting about it? How often are you evaluating it and looking at it? And if you're never doing that or not really doing it often, if you would just take some time to actually evaluate what this looks like, it would make a huge difference. So since we're able to do this and discuss this, now after we leave the meeting, I can focus on the systems and the processes and making sure it all gets done, while my agents can focus on closing the deals. From there, I have a change of scenery. So I'll go into a different room or leave the desk, leave the office. Why? Because I want to switch how my brain is thinking. My brain has associated that space with everything that I just did, so I do a switch. This gets me into another mode. In the afternoon, I focus on high-level projects. So this could be working on something for the organization, or you all know I just released a AI platform, the coaching company, building the team, high-level projects that require thinking and concentration, but that have a huge return on investment. Notice I didn't say I hop in the car and I'm driving buyers or I'm headed to a listing appointment. Not because I don't do them. You have to fire yourself from the low value tasks. You cannot be the CEO and the janitor at the same time. I have amazing agents who handle my transactions. I'm connected to a lot of you all who handle referrals. If I have your information, you're on my mailing list, you're in any of my groups, I hand out referrals. These high value items have to be worked on in order to even bring in all of that. My job is to drive the ship, not scrub the deck. Speaking of driving the ship, there's one major leak that I see in a lot of real estate agents' businesses. You work hard for that commission check. You get it and then you let it sit in a regular bank or regular savings account. Listen, we gotta stop doing that, especially this day and age. Everything is getting more and more expensive. Groceries, rent, eating out, heck, maintaining your real estate business, nothing feels affordable anymore. And I realized that too. And I realized that I had cash that I was saving. I had it sitting in a regular savings account. And because it was a regular savings account, it was basically earning me nothing. With inflation, that means my money was basically losing value every single day. So I started looking for ways to make my money go further without having to take on a bunch of risks. I did the math. So even $5,000 in a low rate savings account could be missing out on hundreds of dollars compared to a high yield rate that exists today. That's when I found Bankrate. Here's exactly what I did. I clicked the link that I put in the description below, or you can scan the code that's on your screen right now. Bankrate pulled up a list of high yield savings accounts and showed me their interest rates side by side. I picked the one that looked like the best fit for me, and it clicked through to the bank site. I filled out some basic info, linked my bank, and submitted the application. Once I was approved, I moved some of my cash and it immediately started earning a higher rate. These are FDIC or NCUA insured accounts, so it's the same kind of protection as a normal bank, just a way better yield. If you're sitting on cash like I was, don't overthink it. Scan the QR code or click the link in the description and start earning instead of letting your money shrink. You can literally do it right now while you're watching this. Once the money is right and the work is done, around 6 p.m., I'm out. And I know some of y'all are thinking, but Chasten, real estate is a 24/7 job. Trust me, I get it. I was that guy. But here's the thing. No, it's not. It's only a 24/7 job if you don't have any boundaries. If you sit there and answer your phone at 9 and 10 p.m., you're training your clients that you don't have a life. And guess what? They're going to treat you like you don't have a life. I get home or when I'm done working, I get to do what I want to do. Get to enjoy the life that this business has built. Here's the truth. My routine, it isn't magic. It's just discipline. Most agents are busy, but they're not productive. They spend all day playing real estate, stuffing papers, scrolling on social media, being busy, but they're not productive. And when you're not productive, that's what causes you to start worrying. I spend my day building assets. A video is an asset. A trained team member is an asset. A high yield savings account is an asset. So if you're tired of the grind, stop trying to be busy. Start doing the right thing. If you want to learn how to build a system like this where leads come to you and business comes to you and you get to get your life back, then you should subscribe to this channel. I'll see you soon.